Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second to last episode before Christmas. We are excited here on the Oosh Bros Podcast. It is I, your boy, BB Malloy, joined with me, as always, the one and only Louis. How's it going, man?
I'm good, dude. I'm so excited. I'm lounging on the couch right now. That's how ready I am.
Yeah, bro. I am just fizzing for Christmas. I don't know about you. I'm buzzing.
I think I've got some more presents arriving. I think I'm all done, and then I just gotta wrap them. So I think.
Yeah, I think I've got one more coming.
Oh yeah. No, I think I'm pretty much all good to go. And now it's just the most pointless part of it is wrapping them, because they're gonna be unwrapped.
Yeah.
So.
I fully get that. Yeah. So I went into the warehouse yesterday to get some paper, and it was like $9 for 6 meters of paper, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good deal, and it feels like a nice heavy GSM of paper, like a nice thick wrapping paper.
Yep.
Then it sort of hit me, secondary thought. I was like, why would I go and spend $9 on like 6 meters of paper? And then what the warehouse has done, and this is very clever of them actually, is what they've hidden the cheap paper a bit further down. So you have to go away from where the paper is in order to find the cheap paper. So I ended up finding these like $2 rolls that were like 4 meters or whatever it was, and it ended up being like economically better for me to buy this shittier paper and get lots more of it than buy the more expensive paper and have to fuck around. Because it's just going straight in the bin. It's going straight in the fucking bin. So yeah. It gives me the shits. I've seen a lot of TikToks of dads the second a Christmas present is unwrapped, and it's just a dude diving at the camera with a rubbish bag. Have you seen any of those?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more of a gift bag kind of person. Just because it is like, it's way easier just to put everything in one bag, and then they could just be like, oh, fucking soap, oh, fucking whatever, instead of having to
socks.
Yeah. Instead of having to wrap each individual present, it's just much easier to put it all in one glossy looking bag.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. I actually think we need to get some tape, which is a bit of a shame.
Honestly, that is always the thing that trips me up last minute. I have scissors, I have paper, and then I get all the way home and I go, fuck my life, I've got no tape.
Yeah.
And there's you can't do anything without it.
Nah.
People go, oh, you can just fold it, you can do this, you can do that. Fuck off. If I've got no tape, then it's not getting fucking folded, and it's just going to be a nightmare for everyone involved.
Yeah.
So, not a fan. I end up having to duck out. And if it's after 10 and, 9, 10 if you're close to Christmas, and the warehouse is shut, and Pack and Save shuts at 10 as well, I am going to Gull to buy tape. And that shit's like $16 and breaks as soon as you open it.
Yeah.
So
Isn't the warehouse open a bit later now, though?
I think because it always was Christmas season, it was open till like 10 or 11, sometimes even 12. Yeah. But I remember vaguely seeing that they were staying to more reasonable hours this time around. They must have had some sort of complaint from the Labour Department or something. But, I mean, Christmas is a huge economical boost for all of New Zealand. Obviously, it's summer here, so a lot of people go out and buy pools and other bits and pieces or swimming stuff. Yeah. Plus, they're already buying Christmas gifts. And, I mean, I've got 2 kids that were born in December, so clearly there's nothing to do in March. And that means we all end up buying extra shit for presents and whatever else. So it's all a bit crazy hectic at the moment. There's one more week of work. By the time you guys are hearing this episode, it will be Christmas week, so it will be Wednesday, the 20. What are we looking at here? It'll be Wednesday, the 18th of December.
Yep.
and there will be exactly 1 week till the big day, which we will be releasing the Oosh Bros Podcast Christmas special on Christmas Day. No pressure to listen to that, obviously. Everyone's got time, everyone's got, family to spend time with and kids and blah, 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 blah. But that episode will be there for you when you are ready, maybe later on in the evening, and everyone's pissed you off and you need to go out to the shed and have a couple of brewskis.
Hit a cone.
The boys are going to be here for you. Yeah, maybe a cone, fuck it. Who knows? Outside of that, things have been going really well. Basically, just riding out this last week before Christmas, I am over the moon stoked. We are supposed to be in the studio this week recording some new jams. That's coming up this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that. We've got 2 new Dead Zephyrs jams we're going to be chucking down on wax, as it were, and then those are hopefully going to be released in the new year to coincide with our Summer Hummer show, which would have been announced by the time this podcast comes out as well. They've got a new headliner because Coterie had to pull out, so they've got this chick. God, what's her name? She's some random chick from Auckland. She's got like 7,000 monthly listeners on Spotify, and it's real bubblegum pop. It's not for me. It's obviously it's for the teeny boppers. It's for, kids of my eldest's generation up to maybe like 16 or whatever. They are peppering us in there because we missed out last year, and we are we're probably the biggest act in the Whited Upper at the moment. And it's one of those they've got to make sure everyone gets involved, or everyone that's talented gets involved. Not going to mention any names, but yeah, there's been people who have thrown a bit of a tanty about not being involved in previous years.
I was going to say I don't want to name names,
yeah.
but I can think of at least one band that thinks that doesn't fill the boots that they think they fill.
Delusions of grandeur. Let's say.
Yeah. As the children say, Delulu is
Delulu, as it were.
Yeah.
The exact opposite of Skibbity, actually.
Is it?
Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know what the words mean. I think it might be opposite of Sigma.
Sigma's like
is it different again?
Sigma is like the whole alpha male sphere. It's like Sigma and alpha.
I don't know if that's true.
Sigma and alpha males are kind of the same, but Sigma males aren't as focused on materialistic things as alpha males.
Right. Okay.
But even they don't.
So what you're telling me is it's drivel.
It's absolutely dribble. It doesn't even exist. The whole alpha male thing was debunked years ago, but they still follow it.
Oh, absolutely.
They still follow it because it's all they have. That and pump and dump schemes. But
yeah. And there's obviously we talked about the Hawk Tour coin last week.
Yeah.
That has obviously not moved at all. There's been way more expose videos pumped up on YouTube. Coffeezilla finally came out with his video. There's going to be a lot of pushback with that. I am interested to see where that's going for sure.
Yeah.
But outside of that, there's been a lot of Christmas based stuff going on, a lot of Christmas based news. Everyone's gearing up, man. Like this time last year, I won't lie. This time last year it didn't quite feel like Christmas yet. It didn't actually feel like Christmas until maybe 1 or 2 days before. And it was kind of like, it was a little bit, disheartening. I won't lie. It was a little bit disheartening because I always get into Christmas in a big way. So I put up way more decorations than I normally do, last year in order to try and spark the Christmas spirit. But essentially all it was doing was giving me something to give a bit of a hyper focus on so I could, do something with my hands instead of sitting there watching TV or scrolling on my phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So, so there was that. But this time around, it feels very Christmassy around this time of year, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. What you said.
Yeah, man. I'm just ready for the year to be over. I'll be honest.
Oh, for sure. Honestly, as soon as January hits, my main focus outside of the upcoming couple of birthdays we got, and obviously we have to go up to Hamilton for for our auntie's 50th and stuff. But outside of that, I am laser focused on making sure we get our asses to the UK. That is like my number one priority outside of, my family and other bits and pieces. I think, was there a couple of corrections from last week? Well, no, the week beforehand you said that United were back, and
hey,
we are not.
No, I will not retract my statement. I will still claim United are back. Firstly, Forest are playing out of their skin, so they well deserved a 3-2 win at Old Trafford. Secondly,
it was a great game.
We are also undefeated in the Europa League. 3 draws, 3 wins. A comeback win, a well-deserved comeback win against Victoria Plzen with Erasmus Hoyland double. Could have very, very easily been a hat-trick. And then we've got the derby, I think, tomorrow morning. I'm just going to say, we're back, I believe Ruben Amram's been told he can clear out as many players as he wishes to make space for his own, the players he wants. So we might actually see some improvements.
I want that striker from Sporting Lisbon, bro.
That would be a very nice addition, but it also depends on if he wants to come to United and if he will suit the Premier League.
Well, it just depends. It just depends on physicality, because a lot of the Spanish leagues, Portuguese leagues, Italian leagues are focused on more of the art of football as opposed to the rough and tumble side of football. So a lot of players come to the Prem and they don't know about the physicality.
Well, you look at Bruno Fernandes, for example. He's now got the most assists by a Portuguese player in the Premier League, and he was from Sporting.
Yeah. Yes.
Lissandro Martinez.
Manuel Ugarte started out at.
Yeah, Lissandro Martinez played for Benfica, I believe, and he even though he's quite short, he's still a physical player.
Yeah.
No, Lewis Nani, for example, class player, recently retired. I wish him well.
Yeah, actually, I saw that.
What a player he was. Won more trophies with Man United than most players have won in their career, which is awesome because...
Looking at you, Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, I still can't believe people claim Steven Gerrard as the best Premier League midfielder when he didn't actually... He did have a fantastic Champions League victory to come back from 3-0 down to win on penalties, which is... it's that night in Istanbul is really fantastic. But other than that,
still,
they kind of...
Slippy G. He'll always be known as Slippy G.
Like, in the 2008-09 season when they were ahead by 5 points at one point and close to the end of the season. And then they lost their mentality because Sir Alex Ferguson said they always choke in the big moments, and then sure enough, what did they do? They choke it and United take it. So, they're doing fantastic this season. They did draw this morning, so which leaves Chelsea a chance to close that 5-point gap because they're playing some incredible football. So yeah, I'm just gonna I'm not retracting that statement. Man United are back. It's just gonna take some time until we're winning more trophies, because we've already won more trophies than Arsenal have in their so-called Renaissance era under Mikel Arteta. I'm just saying, he's been there 6 years, won 1 trophy. Oh, but we finished runner-up twice.
And
cool.
What was it?
Cool, dude. Cool. Congratulations on your silver medal. Well done.
What was the trophy?
He won the FA Cup in his first season.
Oh, true.
Yeah, because...
obviously I wasn't watching that closely.
It was the season after we lost in the final to Chelsea, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he won that, I think, 10 months in charge. So, well done to him, but he hasn't really done much else. So, and he drew. Yeah. He drew at home to Everton. Everton had 2 shots. And Arsenal still couldn't put anything away. So, title contenders? No.
I think not. No, not this time around. No. They're gonna have another banter era soon, I'd imagine. Whether I eat those words or not, I don't see them winning the Champions League. I don't see them winning the Prem, at least not for a little while. So another update from last week. I finally got paid by the man shake.
Oh, no way.
I'm holding for applause. I can hear applause in the background.
I can now process my Manshake order.
Yeah, so when I put up my new ad of my 5, right? So I've got one ad posted, I've got another ad that's coming this week, and then I've got 3 more to post. I posted that first one, and there's people that obviously listen to the podcast because I had 3 separate DMs being like, did they actually finally pay you?
Yeah.
And it's people listening to it and being like, oh my God, what a ripoff. And then coming through and actually, yeah. Like, so it's really good to know that people are out there listening to the pod.
Yeah.
You know who you are. You're absolute legends. And it's so good.
I didn't get any DMs. So I mean, no one really cares. But, you know.
Well, I mean, it's like I didn't get them to the Oosh Brothers Instagram, which if you're listening, you should go follow. But I get them to the BB Malloy Instagram. I think I was actually telling you earlier today, and this is an exclusive because there's only a few of us that actually, there's only a few people that listen to the podcast. That after this deal with the Manshake expires, I am looking at retiring from social media completely. So that's a world exclusive here, live and in person. BB Malloy retires from social media, but so I've got one more video this week, and then 1, 2, 3. So January 10th looks like it's going to be my last Manshake-ish week. And then after that, I might make one final video in that sort of 12th to 18th week of January, and then that's it. I'm hanging up the boots. Throwing in the towel, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it there. I have had a great run. It's as of March 9th of next year, it would have been 4 years since I started my YouTube channel and my social media journey, which has taken me all over the country, and I've been featured in America and the UK, and in a couple of apps. I got featured in a couple of apps as questions and other bits and pieces. Made some good friends and got sponsored by some cool brands. So I got to play in a creative football charity match. You know what I mean? Like just these cool little things that have happened over the last 3 or 4 years that I'm very, very grateful for, and to all the people that have been watching my videos and content and blah, 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 blah. However, to those who are disheartened by this news, I know there is at least 3 of you, you will be able to hear your boy BB Malloy week in, week out, because the Oosh Brothers podcast will keep chugging forwards. We do not give up on the bros.
No.
We hold it down, and we are, absolutely. Like, the family is something you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
And neither is this podcast. We're just going to keep going.
But you can keep an eye out, because I'll be posting content, hopefully, in the new year.
Oosh.
Yeah.
A changing of the guard.
I mean, I was... I was always kind of creating content, so it's not a changing of the guard. I'm just kind of getting my shit together, to be honest. So we'll see how we go. I've got to sort out a few things. I wouldn't mind, if you're listening, Santa, I wouldn't mind a green screen and some lighting. Okay, Santa, I've been good this year. I've had a few days off work, but that's because work was stressful. But other than that, I've been cleaning my skid marks. I've been washing my hands after going to the bathroom. Okay, so I think I deserve a green screen and some lighting. So, as I look at my my rainbow Christmas tree, you never know.
You just never know.
You just never know.
Well, I mean, if Santa doesn't come down your chimney this year, what I could suggest is I just give you back the green screen and lights that you gave me.
Oh, sweet.
It's literally sitting in the background of this video right now. Like, I tried to set them up. If I'm ever going to make long form, I don't want to make green screen videos, and I've got enough crazy crap in the background of my videos that I make the short form at my desk and I make the long form over there. If by some miracle it gets to January and I'm like, you know what, I've got a new spark for this, and I'm reinvigorated and I'm keen to keep going, then yeah. but I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening at all. I want to put as much stock as I possibly can into the Dead Zephyrs and push that forwards. See what I can squeeze out of that before that eventually fizzles out as well. And outside of that, like, I want to start a new musical project. And if I want to start a new channel, chances are I'm probably going to start it from scratch and see how far I can go with the knowledge that I have now. So we'll see how it goes. But at this stage, your boy BB Malloy is retiring in mid-Jan of 2025, a few months before he turns 30.
That is mad and fortunate, but
we'll see how that goes.
Well, because I've still got a couple of things I want to do for my music channel. So if you want to join me on that, you're more than welcome to.
Always keen on a guest spot, bro.
But yeah, obviously it'll be. I've got a couple. I've started up another script, so I'm working on 2 at the moment. I'm sitting on a couple scripts already for my music stuff. So, yeah. There's some stuff coming. And it's not just Santa.
Yeah.
It's content.
It's not just Santa that's coming. It's content.
Well, I hope he is.
So, after a 20-minute intro, believe it or not, let's jump into some of this week's news. Sticking with the Christmas theme, the headline reads, thousands of Santas and a few Grinches hit the streets for annual SantaCon bar crawls. And apparently this happens all over Canada, from Adelaide to Vancouver is what it's written here. Wait, do they mean Adelaide, Australia? What?
No, there might be an Adelaide in Canada.
Adelaide to Vancouver. Hold on. Ooh, SantaCon.info. Have I been accepted? I have. No, they do mean Adelaide, Australia. And there's a bunch of them. So, and they were yesterday. Yeah, they were. They were yesterday. So, we've got Vegas, London, Adelaide, Texas. Well, you know, like, what do we got here? There's a bunch of different places in Texas that does it. Austin, Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. We got Munich in Germany. And a bunch of different places that have jumped in last year and the year before. And this has been going for such a long time. So the idea is that you and your pals dress up as Santa and go for a bar crawl anywhere in your local city. Film it and chuck it up at santacon.info. And it's all about spreading that Christmas cheer and getting a little bit wasted along the way. So it's got the BB Malloy seal of approval. Absolutely keen on something like that.
I don't really have a seal of approval.
Damn, that sounds like heaps of fun.
But go for gold, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I can.
SantaCon participants are encouraged to donate $15 to enter participating venues. Oh, that's good.
I can imagine
organisers say the money will go to charity.
I can imagine the one in Germany will be quite straight-faced, though. I can't imagine there being many jokes.
But the booze would be ruckus, though.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully, there's no marching.
Potentially.
Could be getting into some split ends territory when they say history never repeats. When he tells himself,
everyone's feeling pretty jolly. Everyone's feeling pretty jolly. There's Kris Kringles and Saint Nick's, a few Grinches and other bits and pieces, but it looks like everyone's in the spirit of Christmas. I don't think they're out there causing any trouble for the establishment.
Could be a few Krampuses.
Maybe a few Krampuses in Germany for sure. Krampusnacht.
Is that the plural for Krampus?
Oh dear. I actually... No, that's Krampus, like Krampus night is Krampusnacht.
No, but what's the plural for Krampus? Because I see Krampuses.
Well, there's only one Krampus.
I mean, if there's a group of people dressing up as Krampus, would that be? Oh, look,
would that be Krampi?
No, because it'd be like. I think oh look, there's a group of Krampus. It'd be like saying, oh, there's a herd of deer, whatever the collective term for deer is.
Yeah, so it would be a herd of deer, but it would also be like, so octopus becomes octopi.
Yeah.
Rhinoceros becomes rhinoceri. So Krampus would become Krampi. If we're going Latin, then it would be cream pie, which is so dangerously close to cream pie, and I only really noticed that after I'd said it a second time out loud. So it's A, pause. B, it's just, there's only one Krampus.
That is one of my favorite vines, I believe it was, and it was this guy holding a packet of raisin cream pies. He said, "Raisin cream pie? I'm raising one right now," and his kid runs past. I just think that's very well done. Yeah. So enough about cream pies. I think I've had enough pastry so far. So moving on, as we are at the time of the year where people announce their things of the year, Webster announced that polarization was their word of the year. Time Magazine announced their person of the year. Do you want to guess who it was?
Person of the year 2024.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't me, because I feel like they would have told me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't you, because I would have heard about it.
Unfortunately.
Certainly wasn't Christopher Luxon, because fuck that guy heaps.
Yeah, he was actually, speaking of, he was on an interview saying that he's made a career of faking it till he makes it. Which is like, I can say that because not
a great thing to say.
I have faked it. Like, that's something you do when you're just in the working class. Not something you say when you've become the Prime Minister of New Zealand. So,
when you're literally the upper echelon, you've made your leap past the bourgeois fucking shithole that you were running beforehand, and you've become the Prime Minister of New Zealand, and you're sitting on an interview being like, "Oh, yeah, so I just faked it till I made it." It's like, well, please don't run our country if that's the case, because it makes me trust you less.
They've also brought back no-clause terminations for landlords, which is just fantastic, because it's not like landlords are rich enough.
When did they do that?
Oh, I saw an article about it earlier, so I'm assuming it was earlier in the week.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I wonder if that applies to our lease, because that would be fucking terrible.
I don't know. I just know that it's a bit of a shit move, because landlords already make enough money.
That's a hugely shit move. Fuck yeah.
So it's like
$650 a week he gets out of me. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're on $540 a week. But yeah, it's kind of shit, because it's like because they'll always complain like, "Oh, landlords, it's such a difficult job. We have to manage so many properties, blah blah blah." It's like, no, it's fucking not a difficult job, because you make so much money that you fucking delegate responsibilities anyway. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, Time Person of the Year was Mr. GJ Trump, according to Time Magazine. He was influential in his 37 felonies, his insurrection of the United States. I mean, that was 4 years ago, but that is like one of the most un-American things you could ever do. His felonies, his sexual assault charges, his bigoted views, his sexist views. The fact that he's just like a bit too kind of incestual. Like he said that if Ivanka, if he said Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he'd date her, and that's just kind of gross. So Time
is really weird.
So Time has said he's our person of the year because he won a presidential election. Because he's raised a cult. And if any people that support Trump are listening to this, message me, because I'd really love to hear your point of views on why you follow such a terrible person. Yes, he's got good relationships with other world leaders, such as Vladimir Putin, who is not a person you should have a good relationship with, given that he's a dictator. Literal dictator. He gives himself the power. He's removed laws so no one else can vote. He's killed his opponents. Stalin did that, and he was a dictator, and Russian, funnily enough. Any Trump supporters, hit me up, because I just want to hear why. I just want to hear why you think a bag of Cheetos and an ill-fitting tux is fit enough to run the country, and he's 78. Anyway, he was our man of the year. not our man, Time Magazine. He was their person of the year, which was really strange because who reads Time Magazine anymore? The only magazines I read are Crash, Mania,
K-Zone,
and Women's Day. So, because it's my day, Women's Day.
So while you were having a bit of a ramble about Trump just now,
I could go on for hours.
Yeah, no, it's a nightmare. He's a nightmare. But this is a lot scarier than we were giving it credit for. So, it's past its third reading. This bill is past its third reading. I don't know if that means it happens. It doesn't say anywhere in the article that it's happened yet, but basically it looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
And we might be a little bit boned here. So what it will do is reintroduce 90-day no-clause terminations for periodic tenancies, so rental agreements that don't specify an end date. Reduces landlords' notice periods for ending periodic tenancies in specific circumstances from 63 to 42 days. Reduces tenants' notice period for ending periodic tenancies or renewing extended fixed-term tenancies from 28 to 21. Reintroduces landlords' ability to give 21 to 90 days notice to end a fixed-term tenancy of its term without requiring a specific reason. So my landlord could turn up tomorrow and say, you've got 21 days to move out.
And we can't do anything about it. Because that's...
No, there's nothing we can do.
Because that's what makes our country so great, is the fact that the rich people in power... I just don't understand how they can introduce these bills, but they don't run them past the communities or the people that they affect. Like with the whole potential 70% hike in public transport fees that's coming around in the next year or so, because they need to build profits for minor stakeholders or whatever. And it's like, why do they get to make those decisions when we, the people, have to pay for it? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And it's just really frustrating because it's we already have to pay for so much. We already have to give up so much. Why do we have to continue to pay more when the rich keep getting richer, when they could easily solve the majority of the world's problems? You know, they keep asking for donations to charity. Why don't they just fucking do it? I raised a child in Uganda through donations. $1 a day, $30 a month.
Do you still do that?
Nah, I stopped ages ago. Rebecca, if you're listening to this, I miss you. I'm so glad your club feet are fixed and that she can play football now. She was my de facto daughter for at least a year. But I hope she's doing well. Yeah. And I still remember I'd get emails from the charity saying, "Oh, look, if you just donate this much, this person will get this." Oh.
Oosh. Welcome back, pal.
If the rich could pay for our Zoom premium, we wouldn't have these issues. So yeah,
break a sweat.
No, man, I was still going. So yeah, long story short, Rebecca, if you're hearing this, I miss you. I hope you're doing well. And I would, yeah, I just remember them asking one year. They were like, "Donate your tax refund to us." I was like, "Hell no!"
No.
Yes, hell no, man.
Look,
That's
Rebecca, I'm sorry.
Rebecca's like, yeah. Your club feet are fixed. I'm proud of you. I just am going to spend my tax refund on myself. Thank you. I'm going to McDonald's.
Yeah. Bex, my platonic love for you is as deep as $1 a day. Okay, that's as far as it goes. I'm not looking to throw myself in the poorhouse because of this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so...
Speaking of giving, I did have a story, actually.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's hear it.
I think it was earlier this week. There was a man in an airport. It was probably Auckland Airport that was handing out KFC because of like delayed flights or something. Let me bring it up.
Problematic.
Let's go. Here we go. Search for hero who gave out KFC during airport delays. And it was an Auckland Airport. Fuck, because they suck. Who wants to go to Auckland?
No one.
On Wednesday, an external tech issue led to huge queues for check-in at Auckland Airport's international terminal. Lasted for hours. Amid the disruption, a Kiwi hero shared a big feed, good lad, of KFC to other stranded travellers, and Air New Zealand said its Grab a Seat team and KFC are now searching for the mystery person to reward them. Reward them with at least...
I'm Spartacus.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That guy Spartacus. Reward them with, like, a year of free airport lounges. I feel like everyone...
Bro, a year of KFC.
Nah, because, like, KFC is so common. Like, you can just go and get it. Airport lounges, not everyone...
But a year's worth of KFC.
Nah, I wouldn't want that, because, like, you get sick of it.
No, I need you to stop. Think about this logically. How often are you flying? Like, in a year, in a calendar year, how often are you flying?
Well, no.
Obviously, next year is we're flying a lot. But if you were to save on groceries by X amount, like one night a week, you could have a full-on meal of K-Frisky, guilt-free. Obviously, not guilt-free. You feel like shit afterwards, but like you'd have at least one meal a week of completely free KFC. If you've got a missus and kids, like I can tell you from personal experience, a trip to KFC is a $70 to $80 trip to KFC.
Yeah.
It's not a fun time for my wallet. So if they were to come to me and be like, hey, we've got a couple of options. You can either jump in the Koru Lounge when you come and fly with Air New Zealand when you travel once every 5 to 10 business years, or we could give you a year's worth of KFC. I am bathing in original recipe chicken. I am brushing my teeth with potato and gravy, and I am inserting popcorn chicken into my anus, and it's going to be fucking amazing. Like I would fully take advantage of that.
See, it's I don't want to sound like Simon Cowell, but it's going to be a no from me.
All right, explain. Give me the counter argument. What are you up to?
Well, personally, I feel like a year's worth of free airport lounges would probably want me to travel more, because you can use them domestically. So you could fly up to Hamilton, to Auckland, fly down south. You get to chill in the lounges. They have real nice food. Everything's free in the lounge. Nice food, nice drinks. There's usually some football or some sports on. It's like a nice way to spend a couple of hours and not spend time with the peasants that have to go and wait in the lounges outside. I've been in some lounges.
That just sounds like it sucks.
It's awesome. The airport lounges go so fucking hard. It is crazy. You feel like... it's so hard to explain. You just feel... you feel...
better than other people,
yeah.
Louis? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You feel above other people, I'll be honest. I'm sorry.
You feel superior.
Yeah.
That feels like a bad reason to want the lounge.
No, but
I would like to feel superior for 1 year.
Everyone
when I travel twice because I can't afford to travel.
Everyone should get that feeling. That's what I'm saying. Everyone deserves feeling of a year's worth of airport, or just going to an airport lounge at least once in your life, because it's just it's such a unique experience. Yeah.
All right, so take me there. Let's go and do an airport lounge at some point during our trip. Okay, we'll look for an upgrade. We are flying all the way to the UK, and then we're flying to Italy, and we're doing a bit of a thing around there. Let's have a look and see how much an airport lounge upgrade costs, and I want to experience it. If it's the magic that you're explaining to me now, that somehow rivals a year's worth of KFC completely for free, by the way, not just free lounge access, but a year's worth of free food, some of the best on planet Earth. Shout out Colonel Sanders. I need to experience it. There better be caviar and big-breasted waitresses. There better be free booze and only the sports that I want to watch on these screens. You don't know how passionate I am about KFC. I was talking about putting popcorn chicken in my ass 5 minutes ago. I love KFC.
I think about 3 of those things right. There is free beer. There is sports that you want to watch, and there might be caviar. Oosh. Again, the big-breasted waitresses, not what I'm on the lookout for. I'll be honest, because it's just they're just people kind of working a 9 to 5.
Sorry, let me rephrase. Big booty waitresses.
Again, not usually what I'm looking for. I'm looking for where the free food is. It's usually a smorgasbord. So for the breakfast, they'll have like your scrambled eggs, your sausages, your You need to stop talking. They'll have your scrambled eggs, your sausages, your hash browns. They'll change it up for like morning tea, for lunch, for dinner.
How long are you in this lounge for?
Oh, so last year when me and my bro were traveling around the US, we were in multiple lounges for like sometimes like a couple hours, because like they've got showers there as well, so you can get like showered up and freshen yourself up after. For us, it'll be like a 15-hour flight. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which was awesome because like flying when we're flying back, so from so
what? Flying back, we'll go from Heathrow to Arbdarbs. Arbdarbs to Sidnux, and then Sidnux to Willywood.
So when we're flying back from Canada to Auckland, just like getting to use a shower, because you feel real slimy after.
The fact that I don't know the context, but I have to wait for you to finish fucking pissing yourself is amazing.
I'm not laughing about this. There's something else that just happened. Okay. The fact that because you feel real slimy after a real long shower, like it's like you're kind of melting. It's like real humid, kind of.
Sorry, do you mean after a long flight?
That's what I said.
You said you feel slimy after a long shower.
Oh, well, I mean, kind of work. No, but after a long flight, you get like it's real nice just to be able to have a shower and just kind of wash all the airplane off.
Yeah.
But shout out to the pilots and the stewardesses and the stewards for putting in a 15-hour shift for like hundreds of people. Because fuck that, personally. But they do a magnificent job. So airport lounges, they get a big thumbs up. They get my seal of approval, actually. Yeah.
I'm interested to see how it goes. So I'll look into seeing what kind of upgrades we can get.
Yeah.
And seeing if we can get access, because we're flying with a few different people. I think we're flying with Etihad for majority of the trip going over, and I'm assuming their lounges would be pretty hardcore. Pretty keen to check out Arbdarbs. I don't know how long our layovers are. I've got it all written down somewhere, but because I'm pretty sure we're only there for a couple of hours.
A lot of the airlines are in groups. So, like, for example, like Air New Zealand, they're in Star Alliance, which I'm not sure who else is in the Star Alliance group, but they have their own set lounges. So it's like the Star Alliance lounge or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see if we can hook up a lounge. All right, your turn.
How's your Italian going?
Oh, molto bene, actually. It's going really well.
Oh, molto bene.
Yeah, no, it's going good. I did my lesson today. I can, it's now saying, like, hang on, I'll see if I can bring some up here. No, I can't. But, like, the lesson today was, like, asking, like, where the cafe is, or here the cafe is, or where the church is, or this is an Italian church. So stuff like that.
Which app are you using?
Duolingo. I might.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I might try Babbel, because I've heard Babbel's pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard Babbel's better, but shout out Crispy. He's got me on the family plan for Duolingo, so I've got premium access.
Can he hook me up with that?
Yeah. I don't know. There's only a certain amount of licenses, and all of his family, like his dad is on like day 900 and something of learning German. Dude's going hard. Is he like on the German?
Is he fluent, or is he like?
I don't know. I don't speak enough German to ask him. He could make some shit up, and I'd be like, oh, wow,
I know two people that speak fluent German. I could hit them up.
Oosh.
Yeah.
Is one of them Big C?
Yeah, one of them's Big C, and the other one's Big R.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know they both spoke German.
Well, one of them is German.
Well, one of them is German, yeah, but the other one's not.
No, but he's one handsome motherfucker.
He really is. The reason why I say is io sono Ryan Beniceri. Like, you know, like it's hi, my name's Ryan.
What was that? What was that second part? Did you say Beniceri?
Piacere.
Isn't it Piacere, which is nice to meet you?
Yeah, I added an N for no reason. Now it sounds like pasta.
Yeah.
Piacere.
Yeah, Piacere.
Okay, so maybe we should try Babbel, because clearly this has fucked us up. But then you got to go. What is it? Io sono. What is it? Because like I am such and such, and I am from such and such is like the same sentence structure.
So it's like Io sono lui, Io sono di New Zealand. I think that in there,
which is I am Louis. I am New Zealand.
No, Io sono di is I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah. But the sentence structure, it's actually a lot easier than Spanish. Like, because Spanish, they kind of jumble it up a little bit, whereas Italian's quite, like... Yeah. I suppose it's descended from Latin, right? So, like, it's more closely descended from Latin, so it's closer to what we are talking about as well.
Yeah.
As long as we know what to order, as long as we know... like where to, go and those kinds of things, like, because we're going to be asking for trains and other bits and pieces throughout the time, so I need to learn how to say decaf.
Yeah, well, you can just say
probably my biggest thing.
Un café for a coffee, but then just
con zucchero.
Yeah, just don't ask for the sugar. I'm waiting to learn how to say hot chocolate in Italian, because that's what I'm after. Un hot chocolate, per favor.
Si.
Yeah.
Per favore. So, the reason why I brought this up to begin with is not to spout off about our Italian prowess. There is a New Zealander who studied for a year to win the Spanish World Scrabble title, and he doesn't speak Spanish.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, so... This is Nigel Richards, and apparently he's from Wellington, and he's got a magnificent beard, and dude is an absolute king of the game of Scrabble. He's got how many English speaking titles here? 5 English language world titles. He's won the Spanish World Scrabble Championships in Granada, Spain in November, losing 1 game out of 24. Not only that, when I saw this article, I was like, I'm sure there's a very similar story, and another guy did this in French. It's the same guy. Same guy did this in French in 2015 and won the French language Scrabble World Champion despite not speaking French. After studying the word list for 9 weeks, he took the French title again in 2018. So he's a 5-time English language winner, a 2-time French language winner, and a 1-time Spanish language winner.
I wonder how much money he makes.
A champion. I wouldn't have a clue. What has it got here? Scrabble does not require players to know the definitions of the words, only the combinations of letters allowed in each country's version of the game. But native speakers have a, quote, huge leg up, end quote. American Scrabble player Will Anderson said in a video summarizing Richard's Spanish win. So... Nah, clearly not. Because our boy,
do they have a leg
Wellington
up?
born and bred boy.
No, they don't.
I don't think they do. I don't think they have a leg to stand on. Per favore.
Yeah.
Richard's mother, Adrian Fisher, told a New Zealand paper in 2010 that he did not excel at English in school, never attended university, and took a mathematical approach to the game rather than a linguistic one.
Shit, I thought that was me for a second.
I don't think he's ever read a book. I don't think he's ever read a book apart from the dictionary.
So he's Eminem.
Fagerlund said Richards... Yeah, pretty much. He's got bars. Scrabble bars. Yeah. Fagerlund said Richards impressed her when he arrived at his first Scrabble Club meeting at age 28. 2 years later, in 1997, he cycled 220 miles, or 350 kilometres, from Christchurch to Dunedin, won the New Zealand title on his first attempt, and cycled home again.
That's crazy.
What a champion. Honestly, this guy is so cool.
My
in a really weird, nerdy way, like in a check his hard drive kind of way, but he sounds like he's cool.
Nah, man, you don't need to check his hard drive. The bro is, man, he just sounds like a dude that just likes to do random shit. And that one random thing that he's put all his effort into is win Scrabble tournaments outside of his native language.
Bro, this is a mad quote. Quote, I get lots of requests from journalists wanting to interview me, and I don't understand what all the hoo-ha is about.
See, he's just a dude.
Brev.
He's just a dude doing his thing. Like, honestly, shout out to him for just kind of like getting on with it, you know?
I reckon he gets that Scrabble hoo-ha, my guy, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was going to be a question, like, being a Scrabble world champion, how much Scrabbling is he doing, if you know what I mean? You know?
Yeah. How many extracurricular non-competition games of Scrabble is this guy winning?
How many triple word scores is he getting after the fact?
Yeah, exactly.
But no, honestly, shout out to old mate Nige. I'm sure he's a lovely fella. Yeah, no, crazy.
So, I don't know if you've seen this. It's come up a lot on my personal Instagram, my TikTok, and now I'm seeing it here on this news page. A lot of people are covering their cars in Christmas lights this year.
Yeah,
and cruising around town.
I saw a Lamborghini Murcielago yesterday, driving up my street with his car covered in Christmas lights, and I was like, okay, dope car. I prefer the Gallardo personally. But like, I can only imagine the damage that'll do to your car. Like, there's like
to the paint.
Yeah, there's a Bentley Continental. I'm pretty sure it's a Bentley Continental that is down the road, and they have their car covered in Christmas lights with Scotch tape. But it was piping hot today. Like, the sun was beaming down right on the car, so I can only imagine how that's going to affect it. I mean,
oh yeah,
I appreciate the extra effort putting Christmas lights on your car. But is it really worth the aesthetic damage that you'll be causing and the potential cost that you'll need to cover to fix your paint job?
Well, I mean, it just depends on how shitty the paint job is, really. Like, if it's like a nice 3-layer pearl and it's got some clear coat on it, if it's relatively new paint, it should be fine. Like, the clear coat should not come off if it's just Scotch tape, regardless of how hot it is.
Apologies,
that's what it's treated for. But
I was mistaken. It wasn't a Bentley Continental. It was a Nissan Skyline. Sorry, not the R34. I believe it was one of the 2010 Nissan Skylines. That's my bad.
That is a huge jump from a Bentley Continental.
No, because the Bentley Continental, like the shape is similar because they're quite rounded, both the front and the rear.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I got mixed up. There's just
regardless, like I've seen it a lot. I don't know if I would, like, obviously my car is a piece of shit, so like, regardless of whether I put Christmas lights on it or not, it is essentially you can't polish a turd, but you can put Christmas lights on it.
Yeah.
So that doesn't really matter to me, but it's good to see people getting in the Christmas spirit. I won't lie, because there's been years past where, like, I hate this so fucking much, and I don't know if you're in the same boat, but if I'm, like, wearing a Christmas shirt and I'm in the workplace and I turn to someone and I go, hey, are you looking forward to Christmas? If you're not looking forward to Christmas, just be like, oh, nah, not really, whatever, blah, 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 and you brush the conversation off. No worries, I'm okay with that. If you're into Christmas, I'm willing to have a yarn. All fucking good. However, if I turn to you and I say, are you looking forward to Christmas? And you look me in my face and say, actually, I'm a bit of a Grinch this time of year, I want to punch you so fucking hard in your crap lousy fucking nose. Do not ever say that sentence to me. It fucking riles me up like nothing else I've ever experienced. I'm a bit of a Grinch this time of year. Fuck off. There is so many good things about Christmas. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. Just say that you don't like it. Don't make a Christmas reference and tell me you don't like it by saying that you're a Grinch this time of year. Shut the entire fuck up. Like, sorry, I got quite emotional there, but I just...
Yeah.
It just gives me the shits.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a Grinch this year.
Fuck off, prick. You're fired. It'll be Oosh Brother Podcast.
I'll just start my own.
Called the Other Oosh Brother Podcast.
It'll be something else. It'll be balling with the bros, and I'll just get like one of my other mates to do it or something.
Balling with the bro.
Yeah.
Nah, it'll just be you by yourself.
Yeah.
Balling with the bro.
No, I can understand it because like some people like they probably get a bit overwhelmed or they've had some sort of traumatic event during Christmas time and they don't really try to celebrate it. Like I'm Jehovah's Witnesses.
So just say that you don't celebrate Christmas.
That's not as fun.
Just say it. Don't say I'm a little bit of a Grinch around this time of year.
I'm gonna say that every year now. You've started something you can't stop.
Honestly, it's like when I was a car salesman and people used to come in and there would be either other salesmen or people that had bought cars in the past or car people, and they would say that the car goes like a cut cat. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like it's not even like a personal thing. I just fucking couldn't stand it. It was like one of those turns of phrase that after you've heard it so many times, it just drives you fucking crazy. Like, so
I tell you what,
I'm a little bit of a Grinch this time of year, and it goes like a cut cat. Two ways to get under my fucking skin.
The Mini I used to have.
Don't you shut up. Shut the fuck up.
At certain times, especially driving over the hill.
Son of a bitch.
That thing went like a cut cat, I'll tell you that for free, honestly.
You're a dick. You're a fucking dick. I am sending your Christmas presents back.
Fine. I bought myself Christmas presents anyway. You won't get yours.
Yeah, I bet you did. What do I give a fuck? What are you gonna take? Like, you can't send shit back to Temu, dick.
Hey, it was from Mighty Ape, thanks.
That's so good.
Mighty Ape's dope though. Shout out to Mighty Ape for like just being real.
Yeah, big shout out to Mighty Ape. Fuck man, if you guys want to sponsor me and you're listening, firstly, subscribe. Secondly, fuck, if you want to sponsor me, I'm so down.
And they're definitely
Christ on a Christmas
And
cracker.
Let's be honest, Mighty Ape's definitely not a Grinch at this time of year, are they? They are the opposite of the
they
Grinch.
go hard.
Their heart has already grown 3 times in size.
Yes.
Oh, my TV just turned on by itself. The AI revolution has just started. We good though?
Yep, we're all going to die. Now, I've got 3 more stories, and we have less than a minute in our usual hour of space, so I'll try and get through these. Man wins $1 million Powerball prize thanks to stopping for football snacks. So he stopped on his way to the game, grabbed himself a little bit of a bevy and a packet of chips, and he's accidentally won himself a milli.
Nice.
I can think of worse ways to spend a Saturday, I won't lie.
I hope you won the game too.
Yeah, actually, that would be ideal. Like, imagine turning up, you won the lottery, and then you win the lottery.
That'd be rock hard.
Oh, yeah. I'd be pitching a tent. People would be well uncomfortable. I'd be wearing shorts, too. Yeah. It's a hot weather outside. Blindfolded man executes 41 pickleball serves in 1 minute. So he's done this completely blindfolded. I've seen the pickleball revolution has begun, and there is a lot of people that are really into it.
I just don't like pickles.
Hasn't really hit New Zealand in a big way yet. No, there's nothing to do with pickles. It's just the way.
But having
what the game's
word
called.
pickle in it, no thanks. No, pickles are an abomination, and they deserve to be destroyed. Yes, they deserve to be.
Thoughts on the Rugrats?
They deserve to be destroyed.
Then thoughts on the Rugrats? Dill pickle.
No, but that's a last
Tommy
name.
Pickles.
That's a last name,
so
and the
still got
Rugrats
it in there.
No, but it's like it's pickles. I don't like pickles.
Retract your statement.
No, I won't retract my statement, actually.
Fuck you.
Pickles are disgusting. Like, they... and gherkins. I don't care if they're the same thing. They sell them in 2 separate jars at the supermarket. The missus gets a jar, and I damn near want to throw that thing on the ground. She asked me to open it today. Gross, dude. So gross. Yeah. I got some pickle aromas on me, and I am now cursed for the rest of my life.
I fucking love gherkins, dude. Like, well, I mean, like when we were kids and we would go to McDonald's, if we were so lucky, if we were allowed to go to McDonald's, then you would give me your gherkins.
Yeah,
every time.
I just now ask.
You still do, actually.
Yeah, but now I ask for no gherkins if I get a chance to.
Yeah. Which is very unbrotherly of you, because I'm then without 2 gherkins that I normally would have got.
My missus eats pickles. And I don't get pickles.
I don't know if you're allowed to... Are you allowed to call them gherkins anymore?
I don't care. They're gross.
Yeah,
they smell terrible. They look gross. It's like... I don't know. It's just gross, okay? No gherkins, no pickles, thank you very much. What's your third piece of news? No more pickles.
Right, so the third piece of news is a zoo in Rockhampton has done a cassowary escape drill. So if the cassowary were to fuck off out of its enclosure and try and, get itself out of the zoo, they've run a drill. In order to run this drill, they haven't let the cassowary escape, but the zoo director has got into an ostrich costume and then escaped.
That's kind of dope,
So there is a grown woman in an ostrich costume trying to evade some zookeepers. I can imagine her just like the big old rugby league step, just like
yeah.
She throws herself to the side.
The old goose step.
Fucking see ya. Yeah, run it straight, said the cassowary.
Yeah.
But yeah, the quote is, "Unfortunately, you can't buy a cassowary Halloween costume, hence the ostrich costume." Like anyone's asking fucking questions, you know what I mean? Like, it's. Well done, Cherie Rutherford. Well done.
My question is...
she's the Rockhampton Councillor for Parks, Sports and Public Spaces.
My question is to Cherie. So she was playing the part of the...
cassowary.
The cassowary, is that right?
Yes.
So did she have to study a cassowary's movements in order to perform this drill properly?
I wonder if she's looking at Andy Serkis audition tapes and trying to pick up those mannerisms of how to act like an animal.
I feel like she would have to, because if she just runs, then it's not a proper drill. It's just people playing dress up. It's a late night fun game at Rockhampton. Like, no.
Like if she's strolling from place to place. Yeah. These cassowaries are like, they're gnarly, by the way. This isn't your run of the mill bird. Cassowaries will fuck you up. And there's the what was the other ones? There's a cassowary that kind of roams by itself in is it a cassowary? Might be something different. So there's a big bird that roams by itself in the Wellington Zoo in the Australian enclosure. There's a bunch of different animals and bits and pieces in different enclosures, but there is a 2-legged large bird. I don't think it's an ostrich because they have their own enclosure, so it may be a cassowary or it may be something slightly less threatening. But he is very intelligent and he will wait because they've got the double doors, right? So you walk through the door, wait for that one to close, and then you have to walk through the second door. This dude knows. So he hides in the bushes by the first door, and if there's like kids that are holding the door open for the parents, I've seen him make a motion to try and skip his ass into that first door so he can try and fuck off. Firstly, where are you going? You can't fly, and the rest of the place is locked down. That is the first question. Second question, did you know that they run drills for you? Did you know that they have big green boards where they try and coax you back into this one area? So it doesn't matter how hard you try, Cherie is out here in an ostrich costume making sure that all of the zookeepers are on their motherfucking toes ready for any cassowary who dare fuck with them. So, yeah, as much as I love the idea of this dude just absolutely making a break for it and starting himself a new life up in fucking Hamilton somewhere because he's just sick of the Wellington grind, fully get it, fully understand. I am also in the boat of like, how the fuck, bro? Like, how are you getting out of there? alive and well. How is that happening for you?
It just cracked me up when you said hiding in the bushes, and it just reminded me of the Benchwarmers when they do that ding dong ditch, and he's like, "You're in the bushes."
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You're in the bushes.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, and they've always got this look on their face. So, like, the mouth is always open, and because of the curves of the beak and the eyes being so wide, it always looks like it's just trying to get rid of a fart that's a little bit trapped. So when you see it, it always looks like it's got gas. Yeah. So, and then those ones where you don't know if you can trust it or not, like you're sort of trying to work out whether or not you need to go and take a squat.
For you, that's very real fear. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, that is all the time. With IBS, it is all the time. You don't know if you can trust yourself or not.
Yeah, this is you just kind of like
it's
relating
every day,
now.
bro, with that Disney Channel flow. Yeah. But yeah, they just look like they've constantly got gas, and it's terrifying enough when there's this huge bird like just roaming past you. It doesn't come over and like try to steal lunch or anything. It doesn't try to make trouble for the establishment. It just decides that, fuck it, I'm gonna see what I can do.
Yeah.
And I've literally seen him hiding in the bushes, thinking he's being conspicuous, and then waiting for a child to open the door and making a break for it. But as soon as he motions towards the door, if anyone moves, he backs out and fucks off. Like, he bitches out straight away. So, I mean, he probably gets his steps in trying to escape every day, but it's not exactly fucking Steve McQueen. Like, there's no great escape happening here today.
No.
No.
Well done to Cherie for the drill. I hope it works.
Yeah.
Well done to the cassowary for at least trying to escape the monotonous 9 to 5 that he's obviously working.
Yeah, he's clearly under some pressure.
And shout out to Hamilton, just for being Hamilton hometown. You know what I mean?
Just for the vibes.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we've gone over an hour. I think that's where we're going to have to wrap it up for this week.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, which is
pretty
weird.
happy with that. I've had my fan off the entire time, and it's really hot in my office.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
I have under boob sweat. Yeah, it's not a great place to be right now. I feel sticky.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna have a shower and I'm gonna go to sleep because it is 11 o'clock on a Sunday evening. And by the time you are listening to this, it is Wednesday at potentially 11 o'clock because these episodes come out at 10. Or is it 8? I don't know. They come out on Wednesday morning. So if you're listening to this, we look forward to seeing you again at Christmas time.
I don't know. Just show up.
Yeah, hell yeah. We're showing up to your house. Get the turkey ready.
It's not Thanksgiving anymore.
You still have turkey at Christmas time.
Do you?
Well, not me personally, but people do.
Nah, not me. We're more.
Mr. Bean had a turkey at Christmas time.
We're more of a Macca's Christmas family.
Yeah, you're more of a canned soup Christmas family.
Yeah.
Right. So I will sign off as I always do. This time, I'm going to wish you a Christmas oosh.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be a Feliz Navidad oosh, actually.
A Feliz Navidouche?
Yeah, Feliz Navidouche. Feliz Navidad. I was trying to... Nah, Feliz sounds too close to Felish.
Yeah, but Feliz Navidouche has the word douche in it, so like it's not much better.
No. Yeah, just well done to all the listeners out there for getting through this year. I hope you're thriving, and I hope your 2025 is fruitful. I hope you've got your resolutions in order. I know I don't, but I might have resolutions this coming year. Who knows? Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, sweet. All right. Oosh, everybody.
Bye.